Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mowgli. And today we're talking about something that might actually be happening. On the official Blue Lock Rivals Discord, they dropped a poll asking who the community wants to see reworked. And bro, it wasn't even close. SHIDOU took the win. No surprise there, he's literally one of the most hyped characters in the whole series. But here's where it gets crazy. A few hours after the poll, one of the devs dropped a SHIDOU GIF, just casually, no explanation. And you already know what that means. Tease unlocked, hype activated. So in this video, we're diving into why a SHIDOU rework actually makes sense, what it could look like, and why this man might go from good to completely broken if they do it right. Let's get into it. Alright, so let's talk about SHIDOU's current style in Blue Lock Rivals. And honestly, I know a lot of people say he needs a full rework, but in my opinion, his abilities are already good. He's got Dragon Drive and Dragon Header. And yeah, bro, those are both shooting abilities, and they actually do damage. Dragon Drive is clean for breaking away and shooting fast, and Dragon Header can be clutch. They're both aggressive. They fit his wild, striker-heavy playstyle. And when used right, they cook. But here's the thing, because they're both shooting moves, there's not a lot of variety. You don't get mobility, you don't get defense, you don't even get something to help with setup or pressure. So maybe his style is boring, I guess. I don't really use him, so I can't say for sure. Let me know in the comments if you have used him or not. So if they're reworking him, maybe it's not about making him more broken. It's about making him more dynamic and fun. What if they kept one of the shooting moves? Maybe Dragon Header, since that's his signature, and replace the other with a mobility or contact ability? Like imagine a move where SHIDOU charges through defenders, or throws off their aim like a tackle-style ego burst. Something that feels violent, chaotic, and fits his "I don't care, I just want to score" attitude. Not a pass move, not a setup, just raw forward pressure. Something scary. That would make him way more flexible in matches. You could use him for duels, not just finishes, and it'd make him stand out in the meta. So yeah, his style doesn't need a full rework from the ground up. It just needs a little more identity. Something that shows he's not just another striker. He's SHIDOU Rework, chaos, ego, and violence in one. Now with that said, let me show y'all a SHIDOU Rework concept. Because if the devs do something like this, yeah bro, it's over bro. Alright, now let's get into this SHIDOU Rework concept. And I'm telling you right now, if they do something like this, he's going from solid to straight up unstoppable. We're not talking about a full rework from scratch, just a smart upgrade that keeps his killer striker identity, but gives him more mobility, more flexibility, and makes him way harder to shut down. So here's the idea. His first move would be called Dragon Shot, and this one's got two versions depending on where you are on the field. If you're further out, it works kind of like his current Dragon Drive, but with more power and a faster release time, so you don't get blocked as easily. But if you're closer to goal, it triggers a nasty no-look shot animation, just like in the anime, where he doesn't even care, doesn't aim. He just fires, and it still goes in. Cold, disrespectful, pure SHIDOU energy. Now for his second base move, this one's called Blasting Dragon. If you're holding the ball, it's an upgraded version of Dragon Header. More power, more pressure, harder to stop. But if you activate it off the ball, that's where it gets crazy. SHIDOU just bursts through defenders in a straight line. No dribble, no finesse, just raw aggression. Like, get out of my way, I'm scoring this. And now for his Awakening abilities. This is where it all levels up. His main move in Awakening becomes Dragon Zag. And again, it's for when you're off the ball. You activate it, and SHIDOU just tears through the defense. It's not even fair. He's zipping past people with rage in his eyes, making space and setting himself up to strike. You try to press him, you're already too late. And now the final move. This one's called Exploding Shot. And bro, it's nasty. You can only trigger it when a teammate has the ball. SHIDOU makes a hard sprint past a defender. The pass comes in. And then, boom, a cutscene activates. He yells, "Kaboom!" and slams in a powerful high-angle strike that's nearly impossible to stop. It's flashy, fast, and egoist to the core. This version of SHIDOU, he's still the finisher, but now he's got movement, he's got pressure, and he's got that wild card factor. He becomes a player you can't just predict or contain. If the devs actually do something like this, SHIDOU's going back to the top of the meta, and I promise you, people are going to be mad. But you already know, I'm going to be loving every second of it. Let's just talk real quick about who SHIDOU is as a character, because that's honestly what makes this rework idea hit even harder. SHIDOU Ryusei? He's not your friendly teammate, he's not playing for assists, and he's definitely not trying to be liked. He's just trying to score, by any means necessary. This man is literally chaos on the field. He plays wild, talks wild, moves like he's unhinged, and that's exactly what makes him dangerous. He doesn't care about chemistry, doesn't care about balance. He's all ego, all instinct, just pure striker mentality. And that's why people love him. He's flashy, aggressive, and he'll body you mid-match just for fun. If there's anyone in Blue Lock who deserves a rework that's fast, explosive, and completely unpredictable, it's SHIDOU. He's not meant to be balanced. He's meant to be a problem. And if the devs actually cook this right, that's exactly what he's going to be. So yeah, between the Discord poll, the dev dropping that SHIDOU gif, and the way the whole community's been talking, it's looking real likely that a SHIDOU rework is coming. And not just a tiny update either. I'm talking something that could make this man a straight-up menace in the current meta. He already had the power. Both of his original moves hit hard. But now, imagine if the devs actually take that raw energy and turn it into something more versatile. Give him pressure off the ball. Let him create chaos, not just finish it. And then top it off with a cutscene goal that hits you with that kaboom voice line. Bro, that's ego perfection. This might be the first time we see a striker in the game who doesn't just look cool, but feels like a boss battle every time he gets the ball. And if they keep the dual versions of each move like we talked about, that would give SHIDOU so much more depth and make him way harder to predict or shut down. And let's be honest, the community is ready for this. Everyone's been saying Rin, Isagi, Seiei, but SHIDOU has been quietly waiting in the shadows. And now, he might be the next one to rise. You already know if the devs cook this rework the right way, we're going to start seeing SHIDOU all over Ranked again, pulling up with new animations, wild finishes, and making goalkeepers uninstall the game. So what do you guys think? Should he stay a pure striker with 2 shots? Or do you want to see a more hybrid build with mobility and pressure? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading all of them. Maybe we even toss your idea in the next build video if it's fire enough. If you're hyped for the rework, or if you're a SHIDOU main ready to go full demon mode again, make sure to drop a like, hit that sub button, and turn on notice. Because when this update drops, I'll be the first one testing, showcasing, and probably terrorizing people in Ranked. As always, it's been your boy Mowgli. Stay egoist, stay unpredictable, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!